Friday evening. Hope you're doing all right. Starting the weekend. Let me grab. I'm doing some initial, social media stuff I do. Yeah. So what are we going today? So we are going to I already developed the detection for the CVE-2021-4034. Let's open some links and let's talk about it a little bit. Let's grab this CVE stuff. Okay, so not much information in there yet. Okay, so this is like the exploit in the pkexec. This is important that this SUID root program, and let me adjust my volume. And you can protect yourself by removing the SUID bit from the pkexec binary, which I guess is fine. I'm not sure whether it can mess up something with your system. So the better approach would be to patch it. I guess already patches are available. Yeah, as you can see, it is installed by default. It's vulnerable since its creation. Yeah, and this is like privilege escalation. You can see that it's about the memory corruption. Yeah. And it doesn't need to, the daemon doesn't need to be run. Yeah, this is like temporary mitigation to remove the SUID bit from the pkexec binary. But my recommendation would be to patch, because I think it is already patched. Let me run my old trusty VirtualBox and the Splunk machine, which is Ubuntu 2004. We'll be using this exploit. Someone developed it, so we can clone this GitHub repo, right? What else is needed? What else I also used to develop this detection was actually the rule that have been updated. the auditd rules by the Florian wrote. Some guy, I don't remember who updated this. Yeah, you can see this is the pkexec invocation. So it basically, this rule is looking for the execution of the pkexec. I'm constantly saying this wrong, I guess, but yeah, you get the idea. So this is really simple. Our auditd rule shouldn't be providing that much, not like, it shouldn't be that noisy, or let's put it that way. So yeah, let's see what can happen. Let me actually post those links for you guys in there on the chat, so you can go back to it when you watch it now or later or whatever. This is really fun, and yeah. Okay, let me log in to my user account. So this is not privileged user. However, this user is in sudo, but it doesn't actually matter. Okay. You can see I already cloned this repo. So what you would need to do is to do git clone and grab the link, right, to this repository, paste it, wait for it to download, go to the repository, and then you would make you would use the make command to go ahead with this exploit. Then you would be provided with this file, which is the executable file, which is basically doing what the exploiting the system. This is privilege escalation, guys. So from the normal user, not privileged user, we're escalating our privileges to the root account. Let's wait a little bit before we start doing it. Let me do some more social media posting so I can get and wait for some people to join. It is good time to be streaming, I guess. Let me also see whether this Ubuntu machine is connected to my Azure Sentinel, because I don't really... Alright. I don't really remember. I need to log in. For sure this is not like for sure this is not configured to send proper auditd logs, so it's sending via normal syslog. I need to confirm. Give me a second, guys. I need to log into my Azure Sentinel, and it appears that I was logged out. How are you guys doing, by the way? Okay, so I have my Sentinel open. I will will show you in it in a second. Let me actually quickly check. Syslog. Okay, so yeah, I have it connected indeed. So that's cool. Yeah, that's cool indeed. Some logs. Yeah. This machine also has some auditd rules by Florian Roth. So let's see those. Yeah, let's delete everything because those are not updated. And yeah. So what can we do is to go back in here and grab this rule and let's implement it. We are implementing it. Oh, god damn it, I'm having trouble saying stuff today. We are implementing it today in a memory, kinda. So it's not going to be persistent. So let's confirm this command. Let's list our rules. Indeed, this is the rule that is only our rule that is currently running and checking, auditing our system. Let's confirm that it was added. So we perform the aus search command. Okay, so this is like us adding this. This is the event for us to adding additional rule. Yeah, we could use this event for some nice detections, I guess, when you want to do the auditing of the audit system, right? Okay, so we have this in place. This is not generating any additional events, as we can see. This is polish time. Yeah. So our last event is the event that is related to us adding this new auditd rule. Okay. So we are indeed ready to go. So what is left is to execute this exploit. Let's go ahead and do it. And as you can see, we are indeed the root user, and we successfully exploited this I called it Splunk box, but this is Ubuntu 2004. You have the kernel here. So yeah, that was pretty easy, if you ask me. Let's check our audit log, right? PKA exec would be the key to look for. Okay, so this was last event we had. What's the config change? And those are some new stuff. So this is one action. We have proc title, which consists of the command line that was executed. In this case, this is null, which is something that we are after, to be honest. Then we have a path, which provides us with the information what files and libraries were used. Another path relates to the binary that was accessed, executed. This could be useful as well. CWD, from what directory the action was performed. This is not really that useful. This is something that could be useful as well. Syscall provides us with the information what was executed. So looking at this, what I did is to take something that is not seen that very often, let's say not really been seen by me in the environment, which is execution. I mean the syscall event, which is executing the pk exec with the proc title of null, which basically means that this binary was executed with the null without the command, basically. So it was like called with the script with the exploit, I guess. So yeah, and let's go back to our detection. So then let's grab actually this detection and go to our trusty and old encoder, right? So we have like this detection section in here, and this section has two subsections, let's say. Those subsections are then part of the condition, which is basically the logic that needs to be like to happen for the alert to be triggered. And those subsections contains the objects. You can have a maps or you can have a list. In this case we have a map. So map is one is a key to value, one key to one value object. Basically we have type object which has value proc title. This relates to this field in our auditd event. Then we have a proc title which relates to this key or this object, and it has a value of null, right? Then we have a syscall event, right? This is the syscall, and I went for two different objects here. Com, well, maybe not that different because those are very similar. Com and exe, which relates to the pkexec binary. So this is really basic. Let's create the Microsoft Sentinel query. Of course, it's not going to work, right? Because I don't have proper configuration. So we need to adjust it, and let me think about this. So it would look something like that. Okay, let's run this for now. Yeah, and syslog message has what do you don't like in there? You don't like this? Okay. Let's see what happens in the syslog. Right, yeah, that's spot on me. So how to solve this, right? I guess we need, because in the proper configuration this will be I guess this is going to be hex configure, I mean they decoded by hex. I don't really want to mess up with the configuration of the auditd right now. Okay, this is like not related to this. So I guess let's go after the syscall for now. Yeah. Something like that. So this is for sure related, right, to it. What we could do is to grab this. And do something like syslog, where syslog message has 2424. Okay, 2424. Yeah, so those are all the events, right? So our proc title here is, yeah, it's fine. All right. So it's when it's null, it's not encoded. That's fine. You learn something new every day, I guess. That's pretty cool. Okay. I'm really trying hard to do it without the configuration. So our syscall we would need to grab it and we would need to escape this, finish this, and syslog message has and this is the exe. Yeah. So it's something like that and that, right? Yeah, looks good. Okay, different events were caught as well. Okay, let's correlate something more to it. Okay. We would need to grab the unique ID of the event. Okay, it's on the... Okay, what don't you want here? Let me grab one parser. I don't have it anymore. I guess I need... the easier approach would be to... configure it properly. Let's do it. But I will do it off screen, because there could be some stuff I don't want you guys to see. So what we do is to grab basically we do this command. Sudo cp/tcopt Microsoft msagent sysconf. Okay. Okay, I have some issues because I don't have those directories. Maybe I need to become root, by the way. Yeah, that's correct. And we go to the yeah, that's correct. Then we restart the OMS agent, and then we check our log. All right. Okay, so it's following the tail. So I got this results, and we are, I think, good to go. Let's see how much easier it is going to be. Of course, we need to wait a little bit for the logs to come in. Let's hopefully that it will send them. Let's like from the past grab the events. Yeah, that's cool. Should be fine. Okay, so what are we after is, let's grab this logic. Let's have it as a reference. Right. So this is really the okay, it's not syslog, it's Linux, which is really and this is the table that we use. Okay, that looks good. Type S equals to proc title. Let's see what we are working with. What don't you like? Yeah, you don't like this additional stuff there. Let's see. And proc title equals to whether something like that is going to work. Yes, indeed. Okay, so this is like the first part of it. Then we need to something like that. Of course, it's not going to work. You have like too many. You are not able to like have those two variables, I mean those two filters at once being fulfilled, basically. However, what we can do is to first check for this this part. Okay, we need the where keyword. Don't need the squiggly here because it's not case insensitive, right? And then we could join the table again. To find related events. Okay, don't like this. So let's call it initial event. Right. And then we would call the Linux audit log again and look for this part. Okay, it froze for me. One, two, three. Can you hear me? One. Oh, we back? Okay. Something weird happened. Yeah. Hi, hello there. I guess I'm back now. Okay, so I call finding the initial event with the syscall, right? I'm saving this initial event in the table. Well, it would be the good practice to put the timestamp on it. I mean, not the timestamp, but the time filtering. This is like 101 the good practices you would do. Would do the same in here. Right, or you could like there's like one function that you could use in the Azure Sentinel. However, maybe let's save it for another time, to be honest. Let's join. Okay. We could also add an additional filtering in where record type equals to proc title, so we know that proc titles is in there connected to this, and where proc title as equals to null. Okay, and for sure we are left with however we could do it better like that, so we are left. Okay, so this is like proc title. because we want to join with as little as possible, right? To have it more, you know, let's call it effective performance wise. So what we did is, first we created a table which is looking for the syscall with the pkexec in the com, and the exe field has this value. We saved this as our initial event, and then we correlated additional event which is necessary for this to happen, which is proc title with null. I guess the better way would be to do it the other way around, actually. So let's do it, because syscall provides us with much better details. Something. Let me grab this, put it in here. So we can do something like that. Right, and then we go about this. Okay, we are missing this information from there. And we should be able to see the syscall event for this action. So first we go after the proc title with the null command, which is kinda not being seen that often, I guess. When we have this, we look for the syscalls with this variables, and then we do the join with our initial event based on the serial number. So if there were no syscalls with these parameters related with the serial number or unique ID, with the proc title event with the null, it wouldn't trigger. So yeah, that's how would you do it, because this logic is not correct. You are not able to have the, you are not able to have the type and the end, right, in the same logic. You are not able to have the two different values for one key with the end. It's like not logical, right? However, this is how would you write this rule. Like both those has to be present for the rule to trigger. So in our case, we utilize the join function. I'm still wondering about this random freeze. Yeah, so this is how I would go about, more or less. This is like super fresh. This sentinel rule, maybe I would rethink this, and there is a better way to do it. However, yeah, I think it would be fine. Let's expand. Yeah, okay, it's fine. It's not sending that date. Okay, it's sending, because I was performing this action yesterday too, and someday. Okay, 27, I was performing this for sure. Yeah. That is correct. Because yesterday I was testing it kinda. I mean, like I showed you already in the Splunk. I didn't do it in the Azure Sentinel up until this stream, right? So the guys, that it's really important to correlate with different events from the auditd based on the unique ID or the serial number, how they call it in this parser. Have everything in there. Who performed the action? Stuff like that. Cool. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show you guys. It's really actually